Good evening, and welcome again to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for achieving financial success.
Once again, I am Hans.
And I am Franz, and we just want to pump you up.
Hey, how's it going? Hans Schaff here, the real Hans, coming to you here from late night Huntsville, Alabama. I was in the car with my wife today. We were driving around and just saw some beautiful sights here in northeast Alabama that we had never actually been to before. So it was an awesome day, a little bit of rain, some rainbows we were chasing, so it was a fun day. And in the car, what we always do, we're always listening to mind feed, some great, mind feed, literally stuff to feed our mind, because you can skip a meal every day, but you've got to make sure you're feeding your mind. And if you're not feeding it, by default, other people are probably feeding it. So be very wary of that. But I want to talk to you today about breakthroughs. I was talking about this with my wife today, and we were talking about, what is it that makes somebody change? Where is it when that decision is made? What does it take to get to that point? Because everybody wants a better life, right? Everybody wants something more out of life. Most people, anyways. But just wanting it is not enough. Hoping for it is not enough. Having dreams and goals is not enough. So what does it take to finally break through, to be able to finally have the success in your life that you want, that you desire, that you maybe deserve? See, well, I'll tell you first of all where it's not going to happen. You're not going to have this breakthrough while you're sitting in front of the TV. You're not going to have this breakthrough if you're sleeping in every day instead of working on your business or working on building your fortune. You're not going to have this breakthrough if you're sitting around gossiping with other people or spreading rumors or just doing negative activities, negative things, or living your life in other people's shadows, having other people dictate how your life is run. That's not where you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough when you put yourself in a situation where you can have a breakthrough. Does that make sense? I'm going to say it again. You'll have a breakthrough in your life or in your business or whatever it is that you're doing when you're in the right place to have a breakthrough. For example, if you are listening to mind feed, as I just talked about here earlier, if you put yourself in a situation where you can grow, where you can feed your mind, where you can learn new things, where you can actually have the opportunity to have a breakthrough, then you will be able to be in a situation where you can have that breakthrough. I mean, for example, for me, the hardest thing for me was here between my ears. I had read all the books, right? I have my own business for over 13 years now. So I've read these books 13 years ago. I've been a big student of mind feed ever since. But the problem I had is I used to tell myself, I had this really bad self-talk where I would tell myself horrible things. I'd focus on the negatives, focus on what I didn't get accomplished. I would do all the wrong things, even though I was listening to the right things every day. I wasn't really in the game. I was a lot of the time I was kidding myself, pretending, because I would hear some of these things and I would think, well, hey, I'm listening to more mind feed than somebody else, but I was just doing the minimum. I wasn't really all in. I wasn't fully immersed, fully engaged, fully involved in really becoming and getting to the next level. So how can you have that breakthrough? You've got to be doing it every single day. You've got to really want it so bad that you're doing everything that you can possibly do. Not just half, not just a little bit, but everything. Do all you can do to put yourself in a situation to have that breakthrough. That's getting to important events. Where you're bound to be surrounded by other people who are also having breakthroughs or have been where you've been or have similar stories that you can relate to or achieving the kind of success that you are now wanting to have as well. You've got to get around these people who have maybe more belief in you than you have in yourself, right? Again, for me, it was between my ears. That was the hardest part, was getting past myself, right? And in order to be able to do that, you've got to put yourself in a situation to have this breakthrough. Again, it's doing the things you need to be doing every single day, and I don't have to tell you, but I will go through the list, but I'm sure you've already heard it all before. You've got to, first of all, have a clear intention of what it is that you want. You've got to know your goals, have them written down, review them once or twice every single day. You have to be taking action on your goals and your dreams. You have to be doing personal development, whether it's reading books, listening to audios, things like that, getting around the right people, having being influenced by the right group of people, not being influenced by people on TV or celebrities or other people that are not helping you get to where you want to be, but putting yourself in a situation where other people can rub off on you that are going to help you get to where you want to go. You've got to be doing all of these things that are important to help you, get past yourself, get past any self-limiting beliefs so that you can finally, you never know when it's going to happen. I can't guarantee you that it's going to happen on this day, at this time, in this place. However, if you keep putting yourself in that situation where you can have a breakthrough, then sooner or later you're going to have that breakthrough. It's just a matter, I can't tell you when, but if you keep putting yourself, immersing yourself in the situation to have a breakthrough, you will have a breakthrough. And when it happens, it'll just click. All of a sudden, you will make that decision that you thought you'd already made, but all of a sudden you will realize that now you drew a line in the sand and you actually have made that decision because your actions now are a whole lot different. Now all of a sudden your mind is consumed with your vision, with your purpose, with your goal, where you want to go, instead of thinking about the problems in your life, the worries, that stuff. It'll just, you're not going to be able to eliminate that out of your life, but it's no longer going to become the overcoming obsession that it is perhaps in your life right now. You're not going to be worried about the bills more than you're worried about your success, right? You're just all of a sudden going to get to a spot where you can see your vision and you're focused on it like a beeline. You're just 100% focused on that. You deal with other things in your life, the problems, they're not going to go away. You're still going to have to deal with them, but it's no longer your focus anymore. Now your focus is where you want to go. When you will have that breakthrough, again, once you have put yourself in a situation to get around and have that much input going into your brain, right? Garbage in, garbage out, good stuff in, good stuff out. You've got to just get over that hill, okay? And you can't do that until you have had enough. And for each person, it's going to be different. Perhaps you were brought up in a situation, in an environment where you had great positive influences around you and you developed very good beliefs. Then perhaps for you, it's just simple, well, hey, I want to do this. Boom, I know how to do it. My mind's going to help me get to where I want to go. And for you, it's real easy. For other people like myself, it may be very difficult because you developed habits and a behavior of basically sabotaging yourself, before you even got going. And maybe it's even unconscious to you, don't realize it until you go back and realize, when you catch yourself thinking these negative thoughts, telling yourself you can't do it when in reality everyone else around you is doing it. And it's only because you're telling yourself you can't do it that you can't. Does that make sense? So for those kind of people who are in that situation, it's going to take a whole lot more influence, a whole lot more mind feed, a whole lot more reprogramming or flushing your mind out. You got to empty your cup that much more to be able to put in the good stuff so that you can finally have that breakthrough, get over the hill. And once you do that, once you've made that decision, and now all of a sudden you have that breakthrough, that click, all of a sudden the light bulb goes off in your head, and now you're driven. Now you're accomplishing results. People will look from the outside and think, wow, what did this guy do? All of a sudden overnight success, not knowing how much work you had to put in mentally to be able to get yourself to that place where you were ready to achieve and ready to receive that amount of success. Because I'll tell you, the tools are out there. The systems, the programs, the people, the influences, all that stuff is out there. That's not a question. The only question is, will you let it affect your life? Will you let it allow you to be successful? Because like myself and for many other people, it's what's between your ears that's keeping you from success. It's not the outside external factors, right? Like Jim Rohn says, it's how you set your sail, right? The wind is gonna blow everybody. It blows on us all. And it's only how you trim your sail. The set of your sail is going to determine, your path of success. You've got to get your sail right, and the way to do that, again, is going to big events, getting your personal development every single day so that you're focused on it, not just listening to it in the background, because that may not be enough for you. You may need to really focus on what it is that you're reviewing, implement it into your daily life, change your routine, change your schedule, start tweaking and start rearranging your life in a way to make it so that every day you're doing something a little bit more, so that you're getting that much closer to your goal. Again, it's going to vary for everybody at different levels. You may need more of this than other people do, but whatever it takes, just keep going, keep pushing, keep doing more and more and more. Focus more and more. Get the distractions out of your life. Cancel your TV subscription. Get rid of your newspaper and any magazines that are not directly related to what it is that you're trying to do. If they're not a good influence and directly related to what you're trying to accomplish, get rid of them. Get rid of distractions. Close down Facebook. Only use it for when you need to. Don't troll around on it all day. It's just a waste of time. You've got to be looking at your income-producing activities. Focus on that in your personal development, your marketing, and just get going with it, okay? Between your ears. So, how do you have a breakthrough? Put yourself in a situation where breakthroughs can happen. It's not going to be in front of your TV or at the bar or, gossiping with your friends. It's going to be when you're surrounding yourself with the right influences, the right people, the right mindset, so that you can finally make that click. You can finally get past yourself and have success, because you know what? You deserve it. So anyway, Hans Schaff here, the real Hans. Just want to share this message about how you can accomplish, how you can achieve a breakthrough in your life. And I hope it helps you out today. I hope you get some value out of this message. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the link below. Get started. Join us today. Surround yourself with a group of people who are like-minded, who are going to go to bat for you, and who are going to work to help you achieve the level of success that you want in your life. because together as a team, everyone accomplishes more. That's our motto. Go ahead and click on the link below, join us if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the other side in the next video. Hans Schaff, the real Hans, take care. Over and out.